Hello everyone, so today is the day. It is England versus Switzerland in the quarterfinals of Euro 2024. It's a 5 p.m. kickoff, so I hope you're all looking forward to that. Apparently, the word for the grapevine is there's been a leaked lineup, so we're going to get into that and give you the leaked lineup in a moment. It's come from a variety of sources online. But before we do that, I want to get into the games that we had yesterday, which was Spain versus Germany and France versus Portugal. So the Spain-Germany game was a very, very interesting game. End-to-end stuff, plenty of chances created. Spain went 1-0 up with a goal from Almo, which was assisted by Yamal. It was a great goal. And then it just seemed like Spain were happy to, sit back and soak up the pressure. But that invited Germany on, and they seemed to be getting back into the game. I was very surprised when the Spanish manager took off both Yamal and Nico Williams before we'd even hit the 80th minute mark, because you never know what can happen in football, and for me they're the biggest outlet for Spain, being able to take the pressure away by running the ball up and creating chances. But yeah, they were taken off, and then obviously Germany came back and equalised with a goal from Wirtz, as a great header back from Kimmich, and Wirtz's goal went posting in. He managed to hammer the ball downwards into the ground. So that was a good goal in the 89th minute. At that point, personally, I thought Germany were going to go on and win it because, obviously, like I said, Nico Williams and Yamal had both been taken off. So they didn't really have any outlet going forward. Or, I didn't believe they had the capacity to create chances like they did when they were on. But to a big surprise, Spain managed to get the winner in the 119th minute with a goal from Marino. So, well done to Spain. They're now through to the semi-finals. I think most people expected Spain to go through, but given what happened in the game with, the substitutions that were made and the fact that they decided to sit back, I think just invited Germany on, and Germany took that invite and were able to equalise. But, yeah, Spain are in the semi-finals, and the other game was France versus Portugal, which, unlike the Spain-Germany game, was pretty lacklustre given the players that are on the pitch. But France managed to come away with the victory. It finished 0-0 after full time and extra time, and it went to penalties. And France, given they were against Diogo Costa, who was in goal, who did so well in the last game when Portugal were faced with penalties, he saved all three of the penalties that he was faced. But he didn't manage to save any of the French penalties. They scored all five. Absolutely phenomenal penalties. I don't think I've ever seen five such good penalties taken in a row in any single match before. So it will be Spain versus France in the semi-finals on that side of the group. Now we're going to get on to England versus Switzerland and this leaked lineup. So the website I'm using here is the Sky Sports website. It's the only one I could find that houses a 3-4-2-1 formation. This is an England versus Denmark, pick your first 11, but it's essentially the same thing. We're just giving the leaked lineup. So it's a 3-4-2-1 formation for the lineup, and he's going to start with Pickford in goal, followed by Kyle Walker in the right centre-back position. John Stones is going to make up the middle, and Konza is going to make the third centre-back. Now, according to the leaked lineup from the sources that we've got, we're going to have two wing-backs, and the first one is going to be Kieran Trippier on the right-hand side, followed by Bukayo Saka playing as wing-back on the left-hand side. Obviously, he played a similar position in the round of 16. Two in the middle is going to be Maino and Declan Rice playing alongside each other, and you're going to have two cams in Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham, and they're going to be playing behind Harry Kane. That's going to make up, according to the sources of the leaked lineup, that's going to make up the first 11 for the game against Switzerland. Now, what do we think of this? I personally think overall this is a good formation, and on paper a good first 11. I think it shows clear intent to the Swiss that we plan to attack and high press. And plan to use our width a little bit more as well. Obviously, playing three at the back means Walker's not going to be able to make them runs down the right side like he does. But obviously, that's where you'd expect Trippier to fill in. Mark Guay's not available, so Konza's going to be filling in as the third centre-back. Obviously, with Saka being left-footed, I'd imagine playing as a left wing-back. Maybe they're expecting him to overlap and, play passes into the box or crosses into the box. It's very unlikely he's going to cut inside. Playing Foden and Bellingham in the centre cam roles, I think is really important. I think it hasn't really worked, Foden being on the wing. And obviously Kane, he hasn't really done much up to now. I know he scored 2 goals, but You know, they were from 3 or 4 yards out. But hopefully this will give him more service and enable him to be able to get more shots off. I think pairing Rice up with Mano's good as well. I think Rice played well in the last game, and obviously Mano started too. So, you know, I think them could pair up quite well in the middle. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like this lineup? And would you like to see this as the first 11 against Switzerland? Please feel free to like and subscribe, and enjoy the game.